know what you're looking at, so hey, yeah, yo.
All those years of running around all over the country, eating our way through India.
And it all started when we came to Apollo Hospitals, Hyderabad for a personalized health checkup. I remember just looking at you and thinking, there's no way he can make it.
Hey, yeah, when I came for the test and they diagnosed me with all sorts of things, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to like stop normal life. But with a lot of effort, a lot of discipline, you can change things around.
Look, it's not difficult. It's just a matter of starting and having fun with it. If we can do it, you can do it. And that's a critical message that we want to give you. And sir, I want to say to you, you're looking good, you're looking lean.
Thank you. As have you. And here's our learning. We're going to carry on eating. We're going to enjoy and love our food. But we're also making a commitment to carry on staying healthy.
The journey has been its own reward.
But here's our journey so far. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. But our journey of losing a few kilos began with many steps. And here's how it went. We went from flab to fab.
We went from being lazy to energetic.
We went from eating all the time to timing when we eat.
Initially, for the first 2 or 3 weeks, I felt a little weak. And the better I ate, the healthier I ate, the more regularly I ate, the more energetic I felt.
It was also really cool that getting fit and being healthy isn't just about like eating very little and just exercising a lot. It's also about wellness. So all those massages that we had at different places to sort of tone the body.
We also went down to Kerala and discovered how important it is to be connected with local communities, eating local food from farm to table, from sea to table, a whole range of different foods, different cuisines, and how it's so healthy to go regional.
If you want to get fit, there's always options. It's always possible to take a half-hour walk in a day. It's always possible to climb steps instead of using the elevator. It's always possible to get up and reach for things yourself instead of asking someone to bring them to you.
Me, I was that guy who would just lie around and not want to move, but now I'm on the go. Now you see me. Now you don't. Now you do. Again, I went away and came back in case you missed that. So here's what I did. I can accomplish a lot more in a day. So this is what I recommend, and life is a lot better. All the levels that came out as a little precarious in our personalized health checkups, we managed to get them down a little bit.
Start slow. Don't go in for these binge diets and try and get amazing results in a week. It's not going to work.
So don't give up. Get out there, be strong, be fit, and plug away at it. And the biggest return, you'll be a lot happier, a lot more energetic, and everybody will appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, better half of this couple, that's my wife, Rupali. Were you concerned about my health? Be honest.
I was hugely concerned about your health. At 115 kilos and growing, it was a scary thought.
Really?
Yeah. And as you know, I voiced it on many occasions.
At least once every day. How come you and the children, they're not fat? Why is that?
Because we run and we play and we cycle and we watch what we're eating. We don't have 15 chapatis a meal. So yeah, all of that and more. So I think it's commendable. I think it's fabulous what you've done in the last few months. I think whatever switch went off in your head and you decided to join us.
That's good.
Fab.
What do you think has changed since I've become so good looking?
I think what's really changed is that you, Rocky, is doing this like conscious consumption thing. He's not only just counting the calories. For the first time in his life, he is actually looking at the food and what he's eating. Like
We went for a couple of holidays. Was I better?
We went hiking, trekking, diving, fishing, like so much energy. Forget me, the kids were finding it hard to keep pace with it, Rocky.
And am I looking better?
Lovely.
Okay, thank you.
Rocky's so lucky, his wife Rupali, she actually listens to him once in a while. My wife, on the other hand, when I asked her to come on television, threatened me with violence. So I had to beg and plead, and she wrote a little note. A, you're a lot less grumpier, and you have lots more energy now that you've started eating healthy and sleeping well. Thank you, thank you. B, you snore a lot less. C, you're able to actually have lots of energy to run around and play with the kids. D, you're setting very good examples in the family for our children to eat healthy, have good eating habits. E, now that you have this healthier lifestyle, you will live longer, you'll be happier, and you'll be around for much longer to do all the housework. With love, Michelle. So I think on the most part, if you start a healthier lifestyle, not just you, but your whole family benefits from it. It's good for you.
This is Rocky. 6 months ago, Rocky and Mayur came here for a personalized health check, and when they came to me, we found out that especially Rocky needs to change his food habit quite a bit. His uric acid and cholesterol was a little bit on the higher side. His metabolic age was 70 years. If he wouldn't have changed his regular activity and daily lifestyle, the metabolic age could have gone up to 80s. The personalized health check played a very, very important role in Rocky's journey. If his uric acid levels would have gone all the more higher, it could have formed some crystallization in his joints, and slowly the knee pain would have started, which would have definitely hampered his day-to-day life. I think Rocky has achieved his goal to some extent, but he has a longer way to go.
Rocky and Mayur, they had come to me 6 months ago. They had all sorts of problems. Rocky's lipid profile was haywire. His uric acid levels were also high, and he was on the borderline obese side. After having reviewed the labs, the first thing which he has to do is a rapid, drastic change in the lifestyle. Cutting back on his intake of calories, mainly from the fats and proteins. No more red meat and no more intake of this junk food. A person with very high cholesterol levels is likely to have cardiovascular problems, heart attacks, strokes, and he may land up in kidney failure. So also the uric acid levels. These two levels have got to be managed very judiciously, both with the lifestyle, the exercises, the dietary changes, and of course the use of medications under the medical supervision.
And now, this is Mayur. 6 months back, when Mayur came to me, I found that approximately whatever he was eating, whatever lifestyle he was leading, was fine. But then, when I checked his body composition, it was a shock for me also. His fat percent was little high, his hemoglobin was less, and his metabolic age was higher. After taking healthy meals throughout the day, Mayur is eating a lot of dessert, lot of ice cream at night, which is one of the worst habit he had. That habit we could change slowly. Looking at his weight when he came for the next time, the weight loss was not very severe, but the fat loss was really good. Overall, his muscle mass is higher, so we cannot expect very, very high fat loss in his case. There was a marked change in his hemoglobin level. If Mayur had not taken his health seriously, his fat percent would have increased all the more. His hemoglobin levels might have fallen down all the more, which generally leads to low oxygen supply in the cells, which would have definitely affected his overall fitness level.
Mayur, his appetite was low, he started losing blood, and he was looking pale. And from the labs, we got the reports which have shown that his hemoglobin was somewhere around 9 grams. And when we did the endoscopic study, that there is an infection known as H. pylori. The H. pylori infection results in the ulcerations in the stomach, which indirectly gives rise to loss of appetite and a drop in the hemoglobin because the nutrients are less absorbed. When I reviewed him after 6 months, his hemoglobin normalized and a repeat endoscopy has shown a complete healing of his ulcers. Had Mayur neglected this, mind you, he would have landed in problems like a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a type of a cancer, a frank gastric carcinomas. It goes without saying that personalized health check is the most important thing which an individual has to undergo. Full cheers to both Rocky and Mayur. They came to us, we gave them the necessary prescriptions, they followed it in true spirit, and believe me, they are absolutely normal